But what happened was that before he could collapse down, another life entered and energized it. So he was remaining on his feet. And thereafter, that split second, that old life started manifesting. But he did not become terribly bad in one day. He just graduated and is very dynamic. So he keeps changing as years go by. He keeps adapting evil. He keeps leaving some evil to pick new ones, depending on what he wants. Because that was what he wanted. Another person, the devil, has quietly sponsored himself into man with another life, the life that we call the natural life. That's what we are all born with. So Galatians chapter 5. If you read verse 19, somebody read verse 19. Read it in Good News for me. Then we'll now quickly move on. I want you to see. Please, quickly, let's be fast so that I can push to a point, even if I cannot call. Sorry that I normally want to go to the rudiment. You know, we are looking at, I'm telling you that what is behind 6 is more than 7. So rather than be looking at palliatives and what looks like remedial, I normally want to go for the roots. I know it's very difficult. But when you get at the root, you carry everything else that follows it. Stress is a fruit of a life that spares nobody once you are in that life. We may manage it. Self, I hope you know that it is this same man, when he entered this body, that started schools. Educational system, it was self that started it for the good of self. So he's not a very bad person. It's just that he also has those sinful things he does. Now, let me tell you the strategy. When he occupied this body, one of the first quickly things he did was that number one, he wanted to ban God from coming here so that God will not think of redeeming it. You know, it's like a dog that catches a bone. And then you start backing to drive the owner away so that you can eat the thing. Now, he wanted to possess this man to make sure that God will never ever think of coming here so that forever he would have got what he wants. So how did he achieve that? Is to look for negative things to do. Because God is of a purer eye than to do what? Than to behold iniquity. So things like fornication, adultery, immorality, they are sins that are negatives. Now those things are to drive God's holiness from him so that God will not think of coming to redeem him. It's to keep creating guilt in him that keep making him unworthy to stand before God and keep running behind things. You know, as soon as God came and said, "Hey Dan, where are you?" He said, "I heard your voice." You know, he went and hid behind a tree. Now, but it's not just that he's sinful. He's very calculative. He has a plan to overthrow God. It is what he started from heaven. There was war in heaven. He wanted to take the place. So when they pushed him from heaven, he came on earth. He mobilized somebody that can mobilize angels. 1/3 of the angels followed him. Is it creatures like this that he cannot mobilize? He has a kingdom. The Bible calls it the kingdom of this world. His agenda is not just that he smokes. If smoking does not become conducive, he will stop smoking. He's very adaptive and very dynamic. The sins aspect of him, the little negative things, we many of us, when we become enlightened, even when though we are not born again, it's not as if it's Jesus, but we don't like it. Sometimes some of us, I don't like telling lies. I don't like this nonsense. You just find that natural proclivity that can do that. So the plan of God is deeper than morality. We are talking about ownership. We are talking about kingdoms. So as soon as he came in quietly and he began quietly to dismantle everything God has done in it, and begin to replace it with principles, with philosophies, and as he will be committing sins